Card this and I'm going dumb.
Well, those go down for him in
I'm going
his
dumb.
sleep.
I'm going dumb.
And it's the Jazz's ball. They trail by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander against George. Clarkson powered down after the assist, let him into the lane.
What a slam by the 6'3" Clarkson, showing he's still got some ups.
And it's Carter missing.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
George with the ball. 20 points for him last game against the Lakers.
Man,
come on,
it was
son.
an unselfish night for
Yeah,
him.
come on, son.
He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Come on, son.
2 on the clock. 3-pointer, Markkanen. Offensive rebound. Out to Clarkson.
That's off.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Clarkson's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, shake and bake in the last matchup against the Timberwolves. He came through, and they needed him. He scored 22 points, and you love what he gives his team at both ends. That kind of performance has to add to his confidence. Kevin, we'll see if he can find different ways to dominate again.
Nice work, David. Thank you. Greg, he did some fantastic things in that one. He made a huge impact.
And I look for him to try and repeat that performance here tonight. I really do.
Yeah, watching the film of that game, they ran some nice sets for him. I'd expect more of the same tonight.
Now George, after the missed 3 from Carter. Jazz passing it around. Here's Collins. And he goes right over Hartenstein.
Yeah, son, that's crazy.
He can slam it with the best of them. Collins with an all-star weekend where he dumped there.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for
You
Hartenstein.
can't get scored out like that.
Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Dort, he's checked in for Williams. Connects again from distance.
And his flame throwing continues. He's having a season for the ages.
And he's approaching the 4th most
No
three-point makes
foul.
in a season. Pass to Sexton. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by Williams. Oklahoma City trailing.
Son, get off my
Carter
dude, son.
outside. On the wing, Williams. Dort finds Wiggins. Carter outside. Deflects the pass. There's the triple. Utah with the rebound.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Sexton for 3. Carter pulls it in.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Lets the 3 fly.
Ain't no point.
One only
Yes.
his 4th of this game after firing 10 times
go, Bob.
from the floor.
I got some energy.
Here's Collier.
See the game plan.
Got it! Oh, what a hit!
That is such a tough shot.
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Well, that's an...
You okay, man?
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter.
Not worry about you.
Look at how the points have been generated so far.
Yeah.
Scoring breakdown for Utah.
Not worry
Well,
about
they're
you.
in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the
love you.
offense is running well.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
Sexton is out there with Collier. Then there's Filipowski. Then
Get off me,
there's Jordan
son.
Clarkson. And it's Hendricks in at the power forward position. That's the group right now for Utah. Outside Carter. Hendricks pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Here's Sexton. Sweet little floater.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
From deep. And it's Carter missing.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 2. Pass to Holmgren. Carter outside. Fires for 3. Filipowski grabs the board. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Clarkson against Dort.
Stay on that ball.
Now, here's Clarkson. Defense right on him. Rebound by Williams. Oklahoma City's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Outside, Dort. Carter outside. Beyond the arc. That doesn't go either for Carter.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
You know, the timing, the rhythm, I'm a big fan of when Sexton can just catch and shoot.
Another look for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Jalen Williams comes in for Dort. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Alex Caruso. So Colin Sexton is 6'3". He has the frame of a point guard, clearly. But Stan, his game is putting up points, and he can do it in a hurry.
Yeah, and Kevin, look, he's done it pretty efficiently in recent years. We have a lot of point guards in the league who are primarily scorers. And Sexton, though, you've also got to give him credit. He's made great strides as a playmaker.
He has indeed. Collins, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander to the inside. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
And he gets the bucket. And now just a 1-point Jazz lead.
And not his quarter, scoring-wise. Just 1 of 7 from the field.
Clarkson outside. There's the drive. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, that's Clarkson's game, taking you off the dribble.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Carter. From deep three-point land. From beyond the arc and then some. Carter's got it all tied up now for Oklahoma City.
And even after all those 3-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
He gets it in there. Markkanen's got his first points of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Gilgeous-Alexander against George. Pass to Collins. Now here's Markkanen. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Carter down low. He's covered by Clarkson. Carter against Clarkson. Hartenstein passes to Carter. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Launches it. And the Thunder another 3. There's 10 seconds left in the second quarter. And here's Clarkson. And the shot is good. Clarkson's got 11 points.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Thunder lead by 1. From Delta Center. Back in a moment.
Good evening, everybody. Can you guess what we're starting the show with? Wow, you guys are good. Time for the power rankings.
I think for Oklahoma City, Hard to tell if this team has the drive that's needed to take to the next step. In fact, they're actually going the other direction.
And let's turn our attention to tonight's game. The Thunder find themselves in a real battle.
Playing well on the road can be very difficult. They're doing a good job despite the challenges.
Away from home, they aren't letting the crowd get into their heads. In fact, they've looked comfortable at times. And that is it for half.
You look comfortable all the time, son. So y'all talking about, son.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been one outstanding game for Shake and Bake.
Yeah, the passing he brings to the table on full display through the first two quarters.
Well, it's nothing new for him. They are at their best when he's setting the table like that.
Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Carter out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Williams at the small forward. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Collins finds Markkanen. Back to Collins. Clarkson outside. 6 on the shot clock. And Shake and Bake picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Outside, George. The Jazz working the ball around now. Clock at 6. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go from outside off the mark. Carter left side. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Off with the layup. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. Pass to Kessler. Kicks it out to Markkanen.
That's all. Get you ready.
And Holmgren pulls it down.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Carter against George. Carter, the pass to Hartenstein.
Pull it up, son.
Alexander, that's a two-pointer. And he makes good on his first shot of the game. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 3 now for Oklahoma City. And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Without question, Shake and Bake is playing his skills today.
Well, shutting down his three-point production has to be top of mind for this coaching staff. A new
Oklahoma City leading by 9. We've got Collier. He's out there with Colin Sexton. And it's Filipowski in at the 5 spot. That's the group right now for Utah. Sexton with it. And it's Carter picking him up. Sexton's shot is good. That's 12 points for Colin Sexton.
And someone like Sexton, well, all scorers really, they have to get points around the hoop.
And it's Carter missing.
Well, he had a great first half from three-point range, but hasn't quite gotten his touchback since the break.
And Shake and Bake picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
First team foul.
Sexton for 3. The Thunder pull it in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
There we go.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is
No, ain't not coming
they
sit with
don't
me.
beat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for
You ain't gonna sit with me.
To the paint.
Huh?
It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Carter with the 3. Hendricks pulls it in.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
I owe you.
Here's Collier. Shot clock at 6. The Jazz need to get off a shot here.
Oh dang, baby.
It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
That's that grandma kind of soda.
On the night. Oklahoma City leading by
Small as hell. I don't want that carbon dioxide in my body, baby.
Carter right side. From the arc. The rebound by Collier.
I'm waiting for you.
Threes for him tonight. He must be sharp here down the stretch.
You look good. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Very good. Mm-hmm.
Outside, Sexton. It's good from long range. Sexton's got it back down to single digits for Utah.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
Count that one for Dort.
Such a gutsy competitor. Dort crashing the boards and looking unafraid to get physical.
The Jazz call timeout.
And a wise move to call timeout there. They need to settle down a bit. They've been playing out of control at times here, and it shows with their turnover numbers.
Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Utah's coach address his team. He told us, guys, I need you all to come together right now on both ends. This game is not over. You need to go out there and take control now. We'll see how it looks coming out of the timeout, guys.
Thank you, David. Baseline jumper. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's 29 points for Shake and Bake.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
Shot's good by Clarkson.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he is.
And again for 3.
That's what I'm talking about, Paul. That's what I'm talking about, Paul.
And we haven't seen many better from beyond.
That last triple ties him for the 4th most made in a single season.
Somebody stay on that ball, man.
Throws it down hard with one hand.
Well, you can tell Clarkson is letting his shots come to him. He's not forcing things out there.
Here's Carter. And he converts the layup. Carter's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Jazz trail by 9. Clarkson for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Carter. Rebound, Utah. Outside, Markkanen. To the wing right side. Collins finds Clarkson. A three-pointer is right on target. Clarkson's got a pair of threes here in the 4th quarter for the Jazz. Carter on the wing. He's covered by Clarkson. 3-attempt offline from Carter.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down. Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
So it's the Thunder now. 6-point lead. And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
And he commits the intentional foul.
John Waller. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And something to like about Holmgren is his ability to run the floor. A 7-footer who can get up the court in a hurry and get to the rim before the D gets set.
Clarkson for 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the Jazz call time here. They're behind by 8. What do you think, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Another miss by Utah. Clarkson against Carter. Launches a 3. Good! Another from 3.
So I'm talking about, ball.
This is amazing. That moves him into 4th place alone on the list of most 3-pointers in a season.
It's been fantastic to witness. A year like this doesn't happen often. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.
Way to bring the effort tonight. Solid effort tonight on both ends. Tough game tonight. Lock in. Objects in motion, stay in motion.
Hello out there. And get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. This is Brian Anderson. Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. Taking a look at Minnesota, this season has been an absolute dream for them. They're currently at #1 as the postseason approaches. And of course, Oklahoma City just need to keep fighting.
Right now, for the Thunder, they're just not where they thought they'd be as a ball club. Now, after the success they had last season, they were counting on having even a better year.
Well, as rocky a season as it's been for them, they're still right there in the playoff hunt. If they can peak at the right time, just before the playoffs, maybe they can recapture a little bit of last year's magic.
A look at the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Williams. And it's Carter in at the shooting guard position. And for the Timberwolves, Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. This is that grinded out part of the year, Grant. Everyone just fighting through it.
No question, B.A. And it's not just physically exhausting. You're trying to focus on every game, every possession. This is where your leaders can help keep everyone focused.
Now here's Carter. The 3 ball. Rebound Minnesota. This game following their win against the Rockets.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Yeah, never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
When Edwards knocks down threes, Ant is pretty much unstoppable.
Carter from outside, and it's Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Edwards can't hit. Oklahoma City's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, B.A. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
Gets the 3 ball to go. Edwards got 6 points.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Carter from outside nails it from 3.
And the lid's off. They're 1 for 4 to begin this one, but that shot might just get them going.
Outside Edwards. Going inside, and Edwards slams it in.
Oh, another highlight reel play from Anthony Edwards. Oh, this guy is fun.
Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. To the paint. Here's Randle, and it's Randle with the jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Now here's Carter. Playing Utah, he was nearly unstoppable.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Edwards. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein.
And we've seen Edwards grow a lot in the past few years. He has a great understanding of how to put defenders in tough spots.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Carter can't get it to go.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Oh, it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Love to see that kind of effort from Gilgeous-Alexander on the defense. He can get in your head at times.
Carter from outside. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. Let's take a second to check in on the race for Rookie of the Year and see how the rankings are shaping up for this year's class of new NBA talents. Well, you look at Carter. He's shown us throughout the course of this season that he's at the top of his rookie class, so it's no surprise to see him in the top spot.
And there's no doubt he's the top contender. I'll be shocked if he's not lifting the Rookie of the Year trophy later on.
Me too. And it's the way that he's just sustained his level of play for the entire season. So consistent. No major peaks, no huge valleys. That's pretty impressive stuff and heady stuff from a rookie.
A minute 58 left to play in the first. Pass to Randle. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Gobert with a screen on Williams. Shot clock at 6. Here's Alexander Walker, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Edwards against Carter. The 3 is up. Good! Another from 3.
And his incredible shooting season continues.
Up the charts he climbs. Now tied for 3rd all-time for 3s in a season. Absolutely amazing. Edwards for 3. Williams grabs the board. Thunder trail by 6. Here's Carter. Give him 8 points now. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. He's established himself as an MVP candidate. But what is the ceiling of SGA in your mind, Brent?
Well, if he's there now, isn't that good enough, BA? I mean, this guy has a chance to win an MVP award in the next 6 or 7 years, and is going to be considered that caliber of player for that stretch. That's pretty awesome. He can put up big numbers, which is more impressive.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. Fires the 3. Carter can't get it to go.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
And they'll keep possession. And here they go. Here's Wiggins. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Yeah, you're not going to slow my ball down, son. You winning this game, son.
Now Randall. He had 28 points in the win against Houston.
Let's us not forget about the work.
He can't make him a 3
His
deficit.
effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
From outside the arc. The shot that time not on target. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. He put together 10 points in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Connect is out there with Jaden McDaniels. Then there's Naz Reid. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Dillingham in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, shake and bake in the last matchup against the Jazz really lit up the floor. He ended up with 37 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. And after being on a losing streak, he came up big and helped them get back in the winning column. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, Allie, he was playing with excellent intensity out there, getting what he wanted.
Agreed. He's coming into this one with some great momentum.
No reason to settle. Just keep getting to his money spots.
It was real good. Baby, what are you doing?
And the free throw, no good. Well, Brent, as you know, finding success in the NBA is largely dependent on the situation.
BA, you're hitting the nail on the head. You can't get frustrated as a player, especially a young one that comes into the league and doesn't have an opportunity right away.
You were moving fast, babe. I said you moving fast.
Getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Carter, he's checked in for Dort. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Caruso. 1:41 left to play in the second quarter.
Huh?
Carter against Edwards.
If I'm what? Oh. Who, me? Oh. You put it right?
Yeah, I'm going to do it
now. 2 pillows, because you know, she just be flopping.
From the arc. Carter can't get it to go.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter. He's so good at getting to the rim, maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Minnesota. McDaniels got his 5th rebound in this one.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. Oklahoma City trailing. Carter inside. Check by Randall. Wiggins passes to Williams. Carter from outside. It's rebounded by Minnesota. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Pass to Randall. Randall draws the double. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And they get it back. Shot clock at 5. Reed a screen on Wiggins. Tries again. And he misses again. Now 0 for 3.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Carter. Over Edwards. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The T-Wolves on top. They're up by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
All right, now I'm jinxing it. Okay, that's what I'm doing.
Come
I see an opening, but I'll switch my play real quick.
Upcoming schedule when you guys played against one another, did you always have your games circled on the calendar? Getting to that first half of action from Minnesota, they find themselves in the middle of a tight one.
Well, once that in their favor.
Thanks for tuning in.
Damn, all I got is just 8 points.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
And on the floor for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Then it's Jalen Williams. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Carter in at the 2-guard spot. They grab their own miss.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Carter for the lead. Randall pulls down the board.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Here's Edwards. There's the drive. Oh, the finish inside by Edwards.
And just working his way inside, keeping Edwards out of the paint is not an easy task.
And a chance now to see which shooting guards led the way with their scoring in the last month. Second is Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, the absolute best of the best at the shooting guard position. I mean, they can score the ball and flat out dominate defenses.
Well, these are the assassins of the NBA right there. The players who can turn a game on its head when they start to feel it. They are almost always the primary focus of the opposing defense.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
Pass to McDaniels from deep. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Carter from outside. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
It was good.
Might be time for the coaching staff to bust out a play for him to get going. 0 for 4 to start the half.
McDaniels with it. Guarded now by Williams.
Good play.
Here's Edwards. Oh, and makes it with a kiss. Edwards has got 4 points this quarter.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Puts up the 8-footer. Carter can't get it to go.
They need everyone clicking here. Unfortunately, this game has gone the other direction.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Trailing by 8. They've got Connect. And again for 3.
The threes just don't stop with him. He's been a machine from beyond the arc ever since the start of the season.
He continues to shoot his way up the history books. And now sits solely by himself for 3rd most made threes in a season. Here's Dillingham.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Kleba, screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's
That's
Dillingham
off
for
your
the arc. A rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Thunder trail by 5. Outside Carter. The kick out to Williams. Shoots over Reed. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist by Carter.
And I like when Williams works in these mid-range areas. I mean, such an impressive score.
Pass to connect.
Come on.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Alexander Walker. Buries it from 3. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Drives to the hoop. Pass to Kleba. Reed with it.
Are you ready?